Yeah, hi folks, this is Siggi. Nice to see you again, nice to have you here with me. Today with maybe the beginning of a series of tutorials that deal with the songs that I know that I had to learn during these last years in which I played in different projects and had to learn a lot of different songs. Let us start with the wind Cries Mary, which starts with an E flat major chord. You see, the way I play that chord is like this. To explain it, you start to play as a guitarist and learn the A major chord. But try to play, at first you try to play the A major chord like this. When you want to proceed and go, for example, here is the A string, and in the third fret we have the C. When you go on, then maybe you play the C major chord like this, like in an A shape, and then here is you bar all the strings, and then you play the C like this. But I would strongly advise you to learn to play these major chords by playing them like this, which is so much easier once you know how to bar the strings with your ring finger so that you have the power to play it like this, because you can mute the E string and, for example, you can add the fourth note here in the chord, and it has some more advantages. Once again, from the C, I go to the D. Here is the E, there is the E flat major chord. That's the chord in which the song begins. But maybe you can find out that there is a little difference, because you see the bass notes are on the E string, the bass plays, and so we can go with our forefinger into the 6th fret 2 and play. This is the beginning of the song, and then we have this here. What do I do? Again, back to the A major chord. I can play the A major chord like this, like that, or like this. And this is quite interesting, because when I press down my forefinger and play the A major chord, I have the other fingers free, and then I can use, for example, my ring finger and play the note that is on the 4th fret of the A string. And suddenly the chord sounds different, because you see in an A chord we have the notes E, A, and C sharp. And normally the A is the root note. But now, with my ring finger on the 4th fret, I put the C major, the C sharp, in the bass, and it sounds like this. Instead of a normal A, you have this here. If you want to and you play rock and roll, use the ring finger, the middle finger before the ring finger, and play it like this. You find many examples in rock music in which guitarists play it like this. Back to our beginning of The Wind Cries Mary. This is the first part, and now we do what I did before with the A. With the A chord, we do it here, and play like this. This is the E flat major chord, but in a different shape. It's the same chord, but with a different bass note. And I hit normally the A, D and G string. Once again. When you are a fan of rock music and like, for example, the Stones, then you can quite easily, even in standard tuning, copy a little bit of their sound when you play things like this. I go to the C major chord, and then the C major chord with the E in the bass, and play things like that. Here I have the D minor 7 chord, and give it a try and play things like that. And now I use the middle finger before the ring finger, and then it sounds like this. So this here is quite important. Maybe you don't know that chord which does the same thing, play a different note from the, let's say, the root note. Yeah. If I play, for example, an E major chord, I can play it like that, but have the G sharp in the bass. I could give you some more examples, but I don't want to distract you too much from the Wind Cries Mary. Once again, the beginning. Here we have the 3 chords. And then we are in the pentatonic shape. Yeah, and we play things like that. Jimi Hendrix started with. And what I can advise you is, well, if you don't want to copy each note that Jimmy plays or other guitarists play in other songs, then learn to improvise a little bit and learn to express your own feelings by, for example, this exercise. We have the verse with C, B flat and F. Try to get this rhythm. Bong, dang, da, 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 dang, wham, dang. Quite a usual rhythm. And now when you play melody fills, try to keep this rhythm here, yeah? And you play. If you keep the rhythm in the right hand, you can play in the end what you want. The most important thing is not to fall out of your rhythm, yeah? And typically Hendrix sound is created by he often uses 2 strings. He, for example, take this one here. We are in the 10th fret. I play the D and the G string. And then I hammer on the D string. On the D string, I hammer on with my ring finger, the 12th fret on the D string. And do the same thing on the A string. Another idea is we have, in this shape, we have an F chord. You see, this is the C major chord, like this. Now, without the forefinger. and then I have a D, E. Here is the F. F chord, and it sounds nice when you play on the 5th fret on the G string, the C, and here is the F, and you play something like that. Listen. So this is the verse that goes on with the G and the B, what do you call it? B flat major. How I play this is, well, when I explain it, I have a G chord. You know, this is a normal G chord, or that. But here I bar it, but to give you an example, take away all the fingers that you don't need. We have the G, the B, and the D. These are the notes that are in a G chord, yeah? And I like to press down the E string, the bass note, with my thumb. I like that more than this, because this is too, how can we say, not clear enough, yeah? And then he plays. Okay, so here are some little advices that might be able to help you. And these are the main chords. The chorus is played in a way like the other chords. We have a G, I think. And when we play the solo, maybe you can, if you want to play the solo exactly like Jimi Hendrix does, you can watch millions of other videos. What I find interesting is the chord progression on the solo. It is like this. Yeah, something like that. But what I wanted to teach you is how to play these chords differently and to get a little bit of the feeling that Jimi Hendrix transposes. I hope you like this lesson a little bit, and maybe if you want to, we can meet here on Siggi Songs 1 in a week or something like that, because my idea is to maybe publish a video every week with a new song and to give you the idea how you can play them. Not always note by note, but to get the feeling out of the music, and maybe in a way that you are able to fill in or to integrate your own ideas into these songs. Okay, have a great time. Bye-bye.